Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Ashwati Voyero. They say the best stories begin before the sun even wakes up. It's early morning here in Toulouse, and while the rest of the city is still dreaming, I'm headed south of France. I'm jumping on the train from Toulouse to Collioure. If you ever heard of it, imagine a vibrant pebble shore town tucked between the Pyrenees Mountains and the Mediterranean Sea. It's about a 2.5 hour ride, and honestly, it's one of the most relaxing ways to watch the French landscape transform. I am looking at the screen to check the status of my train, and here my train is here on the platform. If you were driving, you would get here in just over 2 hours. But there's something about the rhythmic clack clack of the tracks that makes the anticipation even better. I hope you two agree with me on this. So, here we go from the heart of Occitanie to the Mediterranean coast. While we are cruising toward the coast, there are three things you should know about Collioure that make it so special. First, it's tucked away in the Pyrenees Orientals, which means it's one of the few places in France where the mountains literally crash into the Mediterranean Sea. Second, this town was once a major strategic port for the kings of Majorca. It wasn't always a quiet vacation spot it is today. And finally, if you are a fan of artistry, keep your eyes peeled for the light. Collioure is famous for its unique golden hour light, which is so bright and crisp that it actually led to the birth of a whole new art style called Fauvism. We are basically heading into a living museum. Collioure is also known as a city of painters. Collioure is essentially an outdoor museum. It was the it spot for famous artists. In 1905, painters Henri Matisse and André Derain arrived in Collioure. They were so inspired by the golden hour light and the vibrant colors there that they started a whole new art movement called Fauvism. So, they called Collioure the city of painters. My favorite part of the journey is when the train rides between Narbonne and Perpignan. The tracks often run right through the water. In some parts of this track, there is water on both sides of the train, making it feel like you are on a boat rather than a rail car. Keep an eye out for the wooden fishing huts. They have been used for generations to catch local eel and sea bass. A tip: on a clear day, you can see pink flamingos standing in the shallows. Is the first real breath of the Mediterranean.
That girl is a runner. She was born to get away. Hear that two-tone humming, headed out to the highway. I should have seen it coming through the years left.
We have officially arrived at Collioure. The air smells like salt, the shutters are painted every color of the rainbow, and I am taking you with me to explore the city of Collioure.
Today I would like to take you through the city Collioure. It's south of France. So let's discover. On y va.
After having a quick breakfast of croissant and tea, I start walking through the streets of Collioure. I get attention to this dustbin, the trash bins that they have kept so clean, tidy, and in a systematic way. Looking far ahead, you see something like a dome, bell tower. Yes, we are going to explore that part, and I'm going to tell you a history fact about that building too. So let's keep walking and explore the city. There is something so intimate about these narrow alleys. You can almost feel the history in the walls. The streets are called Cartage in the local Catalan dialect. They were built this way centuries ago to act as a natural air conditioner. The high walls create a permanent shade that keeps the town cool even when the French summer sun is at its peak. As you walk, you will notice that every house is painted in these vivid, sun-drenched pastels. It's said that back in the day, the local fishermen used the leftover paint from their wooden boats to brighten up their homes. It's like the whole neighborhood is a giant, colorful puzzle. Every turn leads to a tiny art gallery, a hidden staircase, or if you're lucky, a street secret view of the sea hiding at the end of the corridor. Look at this. You turn one corner in a narrow alleyway, and suddenly the Mediterranean opens up right in front of you. We aren't looking at an ocean here. This is the Mediterranean Sea, and specifically the Côte Vermelle. I could wander through these narrow alleys for hours. But as beautiful as these streets are, they are just the beginning. Right across the water, there's a giant fortress and a church that holds a secret from the Middle Ages. I'm heading there next. I will see you in part 2 Collioure video where we are going to see them. Thank you for watching this video. Please do consider subscribing to my YouTube channel and hit the like button.